Hi, my name is Simon from CramTheExam and welcome to another video where I walk you through another English exam question. In this video I'm going to have a look at the FCE First B2 listening paper, part 4, multiple choice question. This question you can find on the excellent website examenglish.com. There was a link to this question and to Exam English in the video description below. If you haven't checked out Exam English, I strongly recommend that you do. Lots of wonderful resources, not just for FCE and CAE, but other English exams as well. So there's plenty of practice to be had. Okay, the part 4 multiple choice question is based on a longer listening text, a radio interview of some kind or a discussion or something like that. And you've got, I think, 6 or 7 questions, 7 questions I think it is, 7 questions based on that discussion as the discussion flows. So, and as always, we're looking for vocabulary links between the answers, the possible answers, and what's said in the listening itself. Of course, there'll be a few traps there, so all of the answers will be referred to in some way, shape, or form. So you've got to pay attention to the vocabulary and the context in which the vocabulary is used to get the correct answer. So let's find out why the answers are the answers. For question number 1, it says, how did Carlene become a ghost hunter? And here in the opening, in her opening paragraph, let's say, she talks about when her family moved into her grandmother's house. She kept on hearing all sorts of strange noises in the night. She knew it was ghosts, even though her parents said otherwise. And then she says, so you could say I started ghost hunting whenever I walked around the house alone at night. So, did she want to contact her dead grandmother? No, her grandmother died, which is why they moved into the house. But she didn't want to contact her. Did she grow up in a haunted house? Well, yes. If she moved in when she was 8 years old, presumably she lived there. Or I think it's clear to understand from the context, she lived there until she was a teenager and older. Did her parents encourage her? No, they didn't. The parents said that the parents told her that she was imagining things. So the only possible correct answer could be this one in the middle. She grew up in the haunted house. What, according to Carlene, do ghost hunters need most? A special gift. Well, she starts off by saying some people have the gift, or they claim to have that gift, but she says, no, I don't claim to have special powers. So special gift is wrong. Equipment. Ghost hunters aren't the same as mediums, and as she says, she uses equipment to detect the presence of ghosts. Recorders, cameras, electromagnetic devices, and so on. That is a clear vocabulary link to this here. At the end, she says, I think it helps if you have an open mind. So if it's something that helps, then it's useful, but it's not the thing that you need most. From the context, we understand that equipment is what you need most if you're a ghost hunter, which is why it's the correct answer. For question number 3, who does Carlene mostly work for? She makes it clear she doesn't communicate with ghosts. So at the beginning, so it's not this one here, and it's not this one. Or rather, it's not this one here. And then she says she goes there to people who hear or see things in their home and worried they might be crazy. And then this next sentence is important. They call me in and I can put their minds at rest. If you put someone's mind at rest, this is a clear vocabulary link to providing reassurance. So put someone's mind at rest means reassuring people. 2 sets of vocabulary that, if you're not familiar with them, make sure that you are now. There's no specific mention of people who want to find a ghost. There are people who think there might be ghosts, but not that these people want her to find them. We don't have that vocabulary link. So the only answer in this case is people who want reassurance. For number 4, how does Carlene detect when ghosts are present? It says, well, sometimes it's just a feeling, or there may be a sudden drop in temperature. or it makes your hair stand on end. So all of those things refer to feeling cold and touching her hair. But it's not those answers. The answer is that she gets evidence from her equipment, and that's because she says, but the most conclusive way to do it is to get some sort of proof. So we take photographs, recordings, and meter readings. In other words, evidence from her equipment. When is Carlene most afraid? Now, keyword here is most afraid. And she says right at the end of the next bit, but to tell you the truth, there's nothing more frightening, most afraid, than being in the presence of true evil. True evil links to bad spirits. So clear vocabulary links to this answer, which is why it's correct. For question number 6, what does Carlene think about people who don't believe her? And then, where's that bit? Oh, there we go. And she says, well, I can see why people with more scientific minds are unconvinced. So she understands why people might be skeptical. So it can't be the first answer, which is she doesn't understand why she thinks that. And then she says, we've got better technology and evidence to back up our sightings. And then she says that some scientists are still not convinced by that. But if they're not satisfied with the data, I'd like to invite them on the ghost hunt and see how they explain furniture flying around the room. In other words, if you don't believe my data, come along and see what I see. Which links very, very exactly to this one here. She wants them to experience it for themselves. In other words, come with me and have a look. So that's why the answer is the correct one for number 6. And lastly, number 7, what does Carlene feel about her business? It's in this part here. And she says, I'm no different from a plumber or an electrician. If someone has a problem, they call me. I come over the right equipment and some skills, and I can solve their problem, put their minds at rest. Remember, putting someone's mind at rest means reassuring them. So she's comparing herself to a plumber or an electrician. Plumbers and electricians provide services, and that's why the answer in this case is the middle one here. And there we go. That's why the answers, at least that's why I think the answers are the answers. But if you disagree with me, or if you want me to expand on any of the points that I made, then please leave a comment in the comments section below the video, and I will get in contact with you. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon.